Hi. Oh my God! What are you doing?
What to do with the business is, people? It's your boy that way with Jack Travis. Jack Travis to be precise, man. Now, you know how we do, you know how we doing it. Back in this thing again, you understand me, man? Back around the way one more time, man. It's the beginning of the new year. Beginning of the new year. I hope everybody doing well out there, man. I hope you have written down you some old New Year resolution. You dig what I'm saying? Now, I know everybody, I guess when it come to New Year resolutions, you know what I'm saying, everybody makes them, but it's pretty tough to, you know, if you keep your list small, then, you know what I'm saying, you got a better chance of completing your goal, completing your task. But it's, you know, it's good to give yourself that motivation, man. But again, top of the year, brothers and sisters. We got a lot going on here at the top of the year already, man. We had, oh man, where should I start? You know what I'm saying? I guess with the more serious news first. Of course, we know what happened in November, on November the 5th, man. Donald Trump was selected to be the 47th president of these here ununited states of America.
I'm telling you right now, numbers are there. She's taking this election.
Political comeback that is actually more significant than this one. I'm tempted to say Richard Nixon.
Since then, you've had everything from Your Body, My Choice, Forever, from a one Nicholas J. Fuentes, that resulted in Mr. Fuentes being doxxed. Yeah. He got doxxed. One young lady took it so far. Well, actually, you know, one young lady who chose to wear her political affiliations all over her person by way of pins. That was a pretty cringe ass move. You did what I'm saying? Like, you can't be floating around out here like that. It's just, that's, you know, it's pretty wild. But she went to his door.
Hi. Oh my God! What are you doing?
Get the fuck out of here.
Nick Maester took her phone, threw it down, blam, bloom. Was taken to jail for the incident. You dig? Got him a mug shot right along the sides of Trump, but you know he don't really like Trump. From what I'm understanding, he had a lot of red flags he was putting out to his people prior to the election, and apparently he's been proven right over and over again here in the recent weeks. When you look at the people that Trump is putting on his administration, when you look at the stances that Elon and Vivek took as far as immigrants and who they gonna bring into the country to fill these jobs in the tech sector. Here recently, just today, Mike Johnson lost his first round of bids. Now, I'm not sure exactly how that votes, I should say. The first round voting for him to be the speaker. Of course, MAGA's got some kind of problem with Mike Johnson. Who knows? They got a problem with everybody, man. But, you know, they're having a vote for the Speaker of the House today, and I guess they're panicking that maybe a Democrat will get into office or get into that spot. But Mike Johnson apparently didn't get the correct number of votes on the first round, so now they're going to some more rounds. I don't know how many rounds it goes. Maybe it's something like, I almost said Tabernacle. It's a movie on Netflix, man. It's about the clerk. Not the clerk. No, man. Whatever. But man, we've had everything from Nick Fuentes and his incident, and actually they showed. Now it may have been faked, but they showed a young man showed up to Nick's house.
Yo, Nick.
With that thing, with that Stilola. You dig what I'm saying? Ready to give him his issue, bro. Now, I don't know if that was a real video or not, but from what we saw, it was somebody out there with that strap. You dig? But it was broad daylight, so it kind of looked a little... Or was it? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I got it wrong, but it was definitely a video where somebody showed up to his house with a gun. Trump has came out and responded to some of these things, or lack of response to some of these things, man. But just like the overall point and purpose of this quick little talk, outside of me testing out some new equipment, you know, and I guess I'll sidebar off into that, you know. I've put together a couple of different devices and hookups and workarounds, you dig what I'm saying, to try and get my audio and my visual better in this realm, man, for the coming year. You know what I'm saying? I hit some little snags, or so I thought. I think it's more of a advertising and doing some promo yourself, and then you will be also rewarded on the other end. That's the way I take the dip in their interactions and things that I done seen here lately. You dig what I'm saying? But at the same time, it gave me an opportunity to view my setup and you know, put some money into a couple things, man, and you know, tighten some things up. The outlook as far as the background is still the same, but I think people that have seen my shows previously will appreciate the clarity in the video and the upgrade in the audio. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna do for 2025, man. It's gonna be a hot year, man. We've already had a couple of incidents, and I fear that we're gonna see more, man. We saw the thing down in New Orleans with the Shamsuddin Jabbar running the truck into the and it would kill it. I want to say 15 people, man. There are some videos out there that show the aftermath in stark clarity, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, heinous, bro. And it's so wild how, you know, if you hadn't seen that video, like I've seen it, and I'm gonna be honest, I was disturbed about how much it didn't bother me, as far as what I'm saying, as far as seeing the carnage. You know what I'm saying? It's a superb tragedy that will stick in your mind always and keep your head on the swivel when you out places. But I kind of tripped out on how I, you know, was replaying the video, and I mean, there's like inside of head matter and like that, and people like it's gruesome to watch, and it's like I was like, damn, man, we as Americans, bro, like, it's crazy how desensitized we are to like gore. You dig what I'm saying? America, man, America. What, man, I can say a lot about America. I don't really know what direction we headed in, man, because you know, this recent election is really like, you know, I think the blue side of the map woke up a very ugly trait in the red side of the map, to where you know, they claim that the blue side is into identity politics, but the red side is most certainly into it. And I think they woke up an identity trait that will allow or force, whichever way you want to look into it, is going to make for elections and just relations on a everyday regular man scale, I think we're set to it won't get any better, because I think when it comes down to it, I think one side of it takes it as if, you know, certain people are going to stick together. You know what I'm saying? And I think the other side looks at it like, you know, if we stick together, we'll always win, as far as politically. You know what I'm saying? As to how it trickles down out into the streets, I guess that remains to be seen. But if what we've seen so far is any indication of the tolerance or the likelihood of people coming to one accord, I think we may be in a death spiral. You dig what I'm saying? You know, the incident with Jabbar, I think that had a lot more to do with the Hamas and Israel thing, man. And I'll be honest, I hope I'm not promoting anything viewed as propaganda or what have you, but there's a documentary on Tubi called Pogroms, and I've heard that name since then. I've heard people when they talk about, you know, the incidents, or if you want to call it genocide or what have you, that's occurring. That's how that's a word, Pogroms. You know what I'm saying? That's the name on the doc. And it's showing pretty much everything, you know, sort of thing, a couple things leading up to October the 7th, but certainly events from that day and pictures and scenes from it. And it's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy. Now, I completely get the argument, because from what the estimates I heard, that they killed like 700 people. Men, women, kids, babies. And I mean, they really went ham in there now. You watch this doc. They really went in there and went ham. As to the reasoning, from what I'm understanding, all of this just goes back to, you know, I guess what you would call religious fundamentalism. And both sides claim that they're the rightful inhabitants of this land because of, you know, some type of religious background or placing thereof or what have you. And I'm not subscribing to any of that. So I feel like if that's the core of it, you dig. Now, if it's all about, now I, as you know, am the demographic and that I exist in, and the history that I know about and what have you, there's certainly an argument there if they're saying, well, you know, the Israeli people, the Jewish people or what have you, they've committed, you know, unspeakable acts of mistreatment and, you know, depriving the community. And, you know, over the years, if that's the argument, if there's, you know, the truth to that is the truth, then I get that, because I can sympathize. I know some of those arguments as it exists in my life, and just, you know, in my viewing that I know throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? But again, the whole religious aspect of it and all that, I don't get that deep into it to try and say who's got the better argument to be where they are. You know what I'm saying? I understand what Jewish people are viewed as in the world as far as their wealth and their influence. I'm aware of how the Muslim community is viewed as people thinking that they're just extreme about their religion. But you have to wonder, you have to sit back and think, man, if these people are willing to really go that hard about their religion, like constantly, you know, they must have some kind of truth to the fight. You know, I was thinking to myself before I came home today, I was thinking about this whole little jump on camera thing. And as a joke, but it's kind of sort of real. It's like, it's hard to take them. You take them serious because they'll go hard, but it's like, how can you create a movement when everybody's willing to die? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to get your numbers correct if everybody is just like ready to come of age in a couple years and then go on a crash out mission, and yet you're gonna live well in the afterlife or what have you in your estimation. But how you gonna get something? How y'all gonna get something done here? And I don't know. Maybe that's why they so mad. But again, the whole groundworks of it, I'm not digging. But I will say that the response to them going in there on October 7th the way they did, the response is greater than. You dig? We'll put it like that. The response is greater than. Now, when it comes to war and wartime, like who, all's fair in love and war is what they say, right? So it's like, who's to say that the Israeli government and Mr. Netanyahu and this, that, and the third, how can we properly gauge and say that they're going too far? If you just want to do the number thing, you say, okay, they killed 700, y'all killed 700. Okay, y'all killed 1,000, boom, it's over. But of course, it's not. It's deeper than rap. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not like the first 700 people that happened to fall victim to the bomb, the response bombings or what have you. It's not like those were. I mean, you could never bring back the 700. I was going down a crazy path. You can never replace the 700 that the Hamas whatever people killed. But it's not like you say, okay, you killed 700, now we're even. The Israeli government, of course, is looking at it like we're looking to kill, not only every Hamas soldier that was there on the ground involved in the attack, whether inside or outside, but we're also looking to destroy their homeboys, their network. You dig what I'm saying? The places where they gather. You know what I'm saying? Where they breed more and more of these people, because we'll face this again down the line. And that's when it's like, damn, I don't know, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Because if they're willing to do what they did on October the 7th, man, I don't know how I could judge somebody about defending themselves against somebody that's liable to do that to them again. Because on one side of the argument, it's like, okay, if they stop, I guess it'll never. Well, yeah, I don't know, man. Because if they stop the campaign against them right now, what are we saying? Because it's not like we saying they can't defend themselves or be mad that it happened and go and get some get back. So then, what, we pop up, next year and they pop in on a whatever event, you know what I'm saying, and do it again, and then the Israelis respond, like, you know what I'm saying, then we tell them how much to do. So it's a crazy situation, but that's what the guy down there in New Orleans, man, seemed to have had some feelings towards, and so, he did what he did. And there's a lot of people that identify with that religion, bro, so I don't know what Americans set themselves up for, but it's been a long time just in the process. A lot of things that we've seen come to the forefront and come out of people, the ugly sides. They've been fermenting and fomenting for a long time here in the United States of America, man. And it's crazy to think that the reason is I really think it's just because the more freedoms, as far as the American people, the people in power or the dominant society, is like things have gotten worse with them as other groups get more and more freedoms and more and more leeway. And I don't know if they know or not, but the earth, man, and the evolution does not stop, will not stop. We are a blip along the expanse of, if you want to just call us civilization as humans, but just life and evolution and just the methods and modes and the journey of this planet, man, and the material that makes up things on this planet. Like, we are but a blip in that process. So
from this distant vantage point, the Earth might not seem of any particular interest. But for us, it's different. The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. Think of the rivers of blood spilled by all those generals and emperors, so that in glory and triumph they could become the momentary masters of a fraction of a dot. Think of the endless cruelties visited by the inhabitants of one corner of this pixel on the scarcely distinguishable inhabitants of some other corner. How frequent their misunderstandings, how eager they are to kill one another, how fervent their hatreds. Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some privileged position in the universe.
We are a very fragile being, species that could be wiped out by a damn virus. You know what I'm saying? One that Earth and nature will whip up. You dig what I'm saying? In order to just keep itself in order. So, these things that people get mad about, man, and put up all this fuss about here these days, I hate to inform them, but it's not gonna stop. In fact, you're just gonna create more and more attitude of people wanting to further their agenda. So, you know, like I said, I don't know exactly where we at for this year, man, or where we going, but it looks like it's gonna be a hot one, buddy. So, that was kind of my little warmer-upper. You dig what I'm saying? That way with Jack Travis, with the master plan, man. We back in here this year. We're going to try to take this thing to some new heights. You understand what I'm saying? So, when you see this video, hit that like and hit that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in my bag, man. Till then, this has been That Way with Jack Travis. I'll get to y'all soon. Loud.